Welcome to yet another lesson of learning. Welcome to grade 9. Today we are focusing on angles of triangles. Basically question 10, page 851, 852, and we're looking at congruence. So let's quickly go into the first question. The important thing about congruence is we need to look at what is the given. And in our case here, the given is polygon ABCD is congruent to polygon PQRS. So what is important about this is that you have to match the sides exactly. So if you are starting with AB in the first polygon, it will match with PQ. So if we start with AB here, it must match with PQ. And in the second one, the second part, if we look at CD, we have a line segment CD, and this is congruent to RS. So if you are able to master this concept, then everything else falls in very easily, because now we are able to ascertain which sides are equal to each other and which angles are equal to each other. So if they ask you to find the value of x, we know that angle A will be equal to angle P. And then you would use this understanding to work out the value of x. Similarly, if you want to know the value of y is CD. So we know that CD is equal to 3y minus 3, and that will be equal to 12. So 3y minus 3 is equal to 12, and then you would be able to solve for y. Similarly, you would work through the same kind, using the same steps for number 10 and number 11. Firstly, ascertain which sides are congruent to each other. What are the values of all the angles in a triangle? And we know that all angles in a triangle equal 180 degrees. So basic information about a triangle is always important. All angles in a triangle equal 180 degrees. Moving on. Similarly, when you are given any kind of word problem, always fill in what is given to you. In this case, angle ABC is 35. So go to your diagram and find where is ABC. So this is ABC. Fill in your information, and your information is fill in the given, and they tell you it is 35 degrees. When you are given this, go back and see what's the next part of given information. BAC, right? Angle BAC is 29 degrees. And then they give you angle ACB is congruent to, this is our congruent sign, ACB is congruent. They are saying that this angle is congruent to angle DEB. So this is the angle which it is congruent to. Then they're asking you, what is the measure of angle DEB? Once again, use the information of 180 degrees. And then when you find angle C, you know it will be equal to angle E. Similarly, you're going to work out any information which is required. Always fill in what is given to you. Always pay attention to the diagram, because the diagram also gives you information. In this case, we know that this is 90 degrees. So when you get this in the exam, make sure that you insert the 90 degree. it makes it much more easier to find solutions thereafter. And then they also tell you that angle RPQ is 49. So fill in the information and you would be able to solve for the value of angle TVU. Going ahead for example 4, number 14. Here they expect us to write two-column proofs. So what are two-column proofs? Two-column proofs asks us to give when we look at a two-column proof, this is the standard that is required. Always state what is given, and that is actually your reason. Your statement is generally what is the given part, right? So these are your statements. And thereafter, you go on to use the information that you are able to get from your diagram. So you write the statement and write the reason. So some of these possible statements are statements and reason is given. Definition of congruence segments. We have side, angle, side, 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 side. Then we also have definition of angle bisector, reflexive property of congruence, or line segment JL is congruent to line segment congruent to JL. Then we also have information such as we know that we have worked with the reasons for triangles being congruent. We have angle, angle, side. We've got side, 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 angle, side, and we have angle, side, angle, side, and angle. So we have 4 reasons for a triangle to be congruent to another. In a paragraph proof, you don't write it in the column way. You are expected to write it as a story, right? Therefore, they call it the paragraph. There's a paragraph proof here. So once again, you start off with writing. It is given that whatever information, then you can use the property, either reflexive property. It is also given, right? So whatever is given, and then the theorems that we use, and then your final one would be by the definition of congruent triangles. So this brings us to the end of this section on two-column proofs. And as usual, I would see you in the next session. I hope you continue to invest in yourself until our next session. Take care.